You didn't just happen to be here at this time. You didn't get here by clicking on something or having a random thought. At work was a much deeper force that went back much further than reason. It was a whisper from the future, from the version of you that is already living the life you've always wanted. This self from the future sent a loving echo back through time. It was such a clear and true signal that it gently pushed you here. This message got to you through the universe's delivery service, which you could call a recommendation or an algorithm, and it was always meant to be for you. The screen in front of you wasn't chosen by chance. It was set up a long time ago as a sacred moment of deep connection. At your core, your soul has been patiently waiting for this sign, for a reflection that will show you how ready you are. This message is that reflection. The call came from you. You answered it, and now it's coming back to you. Before we go any further, please know that this signal is meant for more than just you. You are now part of the delivery system because you will share this transmission. You make the call stronger by sending this frequency into the quantum field so that it can reach another soul that is waiting for it. Like stars in the night sky, the quantum field is a vast creative space with infinite possibilities. Those stars, those possibilities, are collapsing into your life right now. They are becoming. You have arrived at a meeting that was meant to happen. Your soul's desire for more led you here because it knows that you have waited long enough for your real life to start. You know what it's like to feel like you're watching your own life through a glass wall during a long, heavy pause. You know how hard it is to keep your faith when it looks like everything is stuck and won't change. Within you, there is a deep tiredness that comes from having a beautiful vision in your heart that has not yet come true in your world. You feel like a musician who has a perfect note inside them and is waiting for the right moment of silence to play it. The thought of it makes your whole body shake with excitement. This shaking inside you is all the futures you can feel but haven't touched yet. The space between the person you were and the magnificent person you are becoming. But even though things are uncertain, your intuition has been there to guide you through the strange synchronicities, meaningful coincidences, and tiny shimmering signs that say you are on the right path. It has shown up. You're right where you should be, but your mind often steps in with doubts because it is always there to protect your past. In order to make sense of the magic, it tries to fit the infinite into its small, logical boxes. The inner tug-of-war between your heart's deep knowing and your mind's fearful doubt is what really wears you down. You might start to doubt yourself and ask, am I just fooling myself? Does this hope sound like wishful thinking? But please, hear this with all your heart. It has always been right to trust your intuition. It is the frequency of your own healed, happy future that has always been your direct link to the universe. You can feel it in your cells long before you can see it. Haven't you felt it growing stronger lately? That strange, subtle trembling in your reality, as if the very ground you stand on is shifting. One day you wake up, filled with a brilliant clarity, a certainty that fills every part of you. The next, a thick fog of confusion rolls in, and nothing seems to make sense. This back and forth is not a sign that you are lost. It is the sign of metamorphosis. It is the sound of an old identity gracefully dissolving, letting go of a life that was never truly yours, while the true you prepares to be born into a reality that your heart already knows. This blend of deep grief for the past and powerful longing for the future is the signature of a profound transition. You are standing in a sacred hallway, a quantum corridor between two different worlds. The pressure you feel is not a punishment. It is the pressure of growth. It is the same beautiful strain a seed feels just before it breaks through the soil to reach for the sun. Your soul is gently pressing against the confines of your old life, asking for more room to breathe and expand. This is why friction arises with things that can no longer come with you. Old relationships, old jobs, old beliefs, anything that doesn't match your new rising frequency will begin to feel heavy, strange, or difficult. Life isn't punishing you. It's lovingly showing you what cannot fit through the next doorway. The exhaustion, the impatience, the feeling of being frozen. This isn't stagnation. It is a system upgrade. Imagine you are running 2 computer programs at once. The old program is based on fear, limitation, and the need to control everything. It runs slowly and uses up all your energy. At the same time, a new program, one designed for flow, trust, and intuition, is quietly installing in the background. The mental exhaustion and looping doubts you feel are just the result of these 2 incompatible realities colliding within you. Your impatience is simply your soul moving at the speed of light, while your physical body is still catching up. You are not failing. You are not broken. You are in the middle of a sacred transformation, a powerful activation. The static and confusion are just the sounds of 2 radio stations overlapping. One station plays the old repetitive songs of your ego, filled with fear and past memories. The other station broadcasts the symphony of your future self, a melody of love, clarity, and boundless peace. The anxiety you feel is just the sensation of having one foot in each of these worlds, trying to straddle 2 rivers that flow in different directions. The shift you are undergoing isn't about building a new future from scratch. That is the old way, the path of endless struggle. The truth is so much more beautiful. Your future already exists. It is whole, complete, and radiant, and it is broadcasting its signal to you right now, like a powerful radio station sending out your soul's favorite song. You don't have to write the song. You only have to learn how to tune in. The static you've been struggling with isn't an enemy to be defeated. It's an invitation to gently turn your inner dial until it clicks into perfect alignment. When your present frequency locks in with the frequency of your future, a powerful amplification occurs. Life expands, and your next self beautifully and naturally emerges. This is the activation of future resonance. It is not a mental exercise. It is a full-body awakening. It is not about building. It is about receiving. Your future self is already singing its song. All you have to do is listen with your whole heart and let that music become the air you breathe. When you let yourself feel the emotions of the future you want to experience, magic starts to happen. You are not just daydreaming when you call up this feeling of deep gratitude, overflowing love, profound peace, or simple joy. You are actually connecting with that future reality. When you're in this state of resonance, the future is no longer something far away that you need to chase. Instead, it starts to vibrate through you, changing the way your cells store information, creating new neural pathways in your brain and acting like a powerful magnet, attracting to you the people and situations that are a perfect match for your new vibration. You become a living tuning fork that plays the beautiful note of the reality you want to bring into being. Really understand this: your job is not to fight the static. Old fears, collective anxiety, and conditioning from the past are likely to always be there as background noise. To try to silence it is like fighting the wind. It makes you tired and tangled up even more. Silencing the noise isn't the path to true mastery. You find it by getting so absorbed in the beauty of your soul's song and the frequency of your future self that the static stops mattering. It doesn't go away. You just don't notice it as much because you're focused on something much more beautiful and compelling. Picture yourself at a loud party with many people. There is loud music and shouting going on all around you, but you are having a deep conversation with someone you love. At that moment, the party noise fades. It becomes background. When you focus your attention, you can do this. Your attention is what makes you creative. Your energy flows wherever you place it, and reality begins to take shape around that focus. When you stop fighting what you don't want with all your energy, and instead choose to dance to the rhythm of who you are becoming, everything shifts around you. Today marks the beginning of your embodiment and the end of resistance. It's not about gathering spiritual concepts or learning new information anymore. You are now finished with that phase of your journey. You are entering the direct experience era, where truth is more than something you think you know. It's something you feel in your body. You are being asked to consciously tune your energy and recalibrate your entire being in the next few moments. I'm not here to walk you through your journey, step by step. This is not the time to follow external maps. Instead, I'm going to give you a compass, an inner compass that is already within you and can never be wrong. With this compass, you'll be able to recognize the clear, unmistakable signal of your future self. Once you hear it, you will undoubtedly follow what it says. You cannot simply watch or listen to this message passively. It's a gateway. You have to be fully present and willing to engage. These are the only requirements for real, deep, and lasting transformation. Right now, your inner universe is being reactivated. This is opening up channels of wisdom and energy that have been waiting to be accessed for a long time. Your future self is already sending you unconditional love. All that is asked of you is surrender, to stop fighting or pushing, but to have the deepest courage to let go and trust the divine intelligence of your soul, which has orchestrated this meeting perfectly. The transformation you've been praying for is not far away. It's right here in this breath, in this sacred moment of openness. Every challenging part, every joyful part, and every delay in your life has led you to this moment. You're not behind. You're exactly on time. Take a pause now. Honor this sacred moment. Turn down the noise around you. The most beautiful gift you can offer is your complete attention. Take a deep breath that reaches all the way to your heart. As you exhale, release all the stress, urgency, and worry. Then give your permission either out loud or silently in your heart. Simply state, "I am ready to receive." Those words carry tremendous power. They are the keys that unlock the door. Your soul recognizes them and knows that you are ready to align. That simple statement opens the gateway to your future, and it cannot be closed again. We are now going to begin the gentle practice of attunement. This is about learning to distinguish between the clear signal of your future self and the noisy static of your present mind. Your higher self doesn't speak in complex words and complicated sentences. Its language is vibrational. It communicates to you through feelings, through resonance, through pulls and nudges that your mind cannot explain. Sometimes you feel drawn to a person, a place, or an opportunity. Other times, it's a sudden aversion to things that used to be fine, but now feel draining or wrong. There's no randomness in these impulses. They are precise messages, packets of information sent directly from your future self to your present awareness. The greatest mistake we make is trying to translate this alive, vibrational communication into the dry language of logic. The ego wants a plan, a guarantee, and a predictable outcome. But your soul doesn't speak in fear. It guides you with a simple, quiet clarity that shows you only the next step. The difference is everything. Fear's voice always sounds urgent, tight, and heavy. It speaks in shoulds and can'ts. It's very loud. Your soul's signal, on the other hand, is calm, steady, and expansive. A deep sense of peace and rightness flows through your body, even when it leads you towards something that feels scary to your mind. Learning to feel this difference is the first step toward mastery. To begin, ask yourself this simple question. Does this choice feel expansive or contractive? Does it make me feel more open or more closed? Expansion is the signature of your soul's truth. Contraction is fear's calling card. Your body tells you the truth more than anything else. It cannot be fooled by clever thoughts. It can only respond to vibration. Trust it. As you pay attention to these bodily sensations, you begin to trust your inner compass more deeply. This is your unbreakable direct line to the universe. Your body is more than just a vessel for your soul. It's the place where the invisible becomes visible. It is the living bridge where spirit materializes into form. Now let's make this more practical for you. Imagine that your body is a quantum antenna, perfectly designed to both transmit and receive the frequencies of reality. A metal antenna that is rusty or bent cannot pick up a clear radio signal. It creates static and distorts the transmission. Similarly, a body that is contracted with tense shoulders, a clenched jaw, and shallow breathing becomes an antenna of resistance. It's too rigid to pick up the gentle, high-frequency signal from your future self. Contraction blocks the flow of energy. Expansion allows clear reception. It's not your job to struggle with the signal to make it clearer. Your job is to create the internal conditions that make receiving it effortless. No amount of force can open the door. Only breath, presence, and willingness to surrender will do that. Every time you take a conscious breath, you tell the universe, I choose expansion and growth. Every long, slow exhale is a release. I let go of control. I soften. I surrender. Conscious breathing changes the chemistry of your body. It signals to your nervous system that you are safe right now. And safety is like fertile soil where the seed of your future can grow. When you feel safe, your body's antenna becomes flexible, luminous, and perfectly tuned to receive the music of your soul. Let's do this right now, not as a concept, but as a felt experience. Bring your attention to your breath. Slowly inhale as if you were drawing in pure golden light, the frequency of your most joyful self. Feel that light moving through your body, relaxing every fiber. Now slowly exhale, releasing the gray smoke of doubt, the weight of old stories, and the tension of fear. Breathe in peace. Breathe out resistance. Feel that your antenna has just been calibrated. Place your hand over your heart. Feel its steady rhythm. Know that countless other souls are breathing with you right now, drawn here by the same call. We are creating a living network of light, a field of peace for the entire world. Every conscious breath you take benefits not just you, but everyone. When you heal yourself, you serve the world. When you tune into your soul, you become a lighthouse for others. Your healing journey is the greatest gift you can offer to the world. The signal has been received by you. You have calibrated your body's antenna. Now, in this state of awareness, you and your future self are co-creating together. You can now hear and feel the signal within you more clearly and powerfully. Home no longer feels distant. Peace no longer feels like a temporary visitor. The journey isn't complete yet, though. Integration is the final and most beautiful step. How do you bring this new frequency into your daily life, your work, your relationships, into a world that is often chaotic? This final phase is about becoming this new reality. It's about moving from simply tuning into the frequency to being the frequency itself. When you integrate, your practice becomes your life. The music you are trying to hear now plays as the soundtrack to everything you do. You are becoming a living transmission. You are not the same person you were at the beginning of this journey. The consciousness that is breathing through you has transformed. It was never about acquiring something you didn't already possess. It was always about discovering the truth that was already beating at the center of you. The shift is no longer just a concept. It's your lived reality. The frequency of your future self is now humming through your cells. You move forward, not as someone who is seeking truth, but as truth itself, walking. You are the light. When you choose again and again to embody the reality of peace, love, and wholeness, you step into your quantum sovereignty. The chaotic waves of the external world no longer toss you around. You are now the conductor of your own beautiful symphony. Your life becomes an art form from this moment forward. Not an art of controlling, but an art of maintaining your frequency. You are both the signal and the song. As you integrate this new energy into your life, it will naturally bring up anything that is not in alignment with it. Don't be alarmed when old patterns, fears, or even people from your past show up temporarily. They don't represent failure. They are simply quantum echoes, the final vibrations of a radio station you're no longer tuned into. An echo doesn't mean the new song is over. It just means the old one is ending. These echoes are opportunities for you to demonstrate mastery. When one arises, simply pause. Think of it as the final bow in an old story. Ask yourself, how would the whole and healed future version of me respond to this? Then respond with authenticity and kindness. This simple question shifts you from being in reaction to viewing from the perspective of your soul. You stop being part of the drama and become the loving presence that dissolves all conflict. Your task now is to be a gentle guardian of this beautiful new seed that has been planted within you. You protect it by being highly selective about the thoughts, media, conversations, and environments you allow into your sacred space. Your energy is your most precious resource. Guard it wisely. With every choice you make, you are weaving a golden thread through your new reality, choosing breath over reaction, gratitude over complaint, peace over conflict. Mastery begins with small, consistent moments of alignment. The only true invitation now is to make yourself a sacred promise. A promise that you will never abandon your heart, no matter what. That you will continue to water this seed, trust its growth, and allow it to blossom into the magnificent life that is your birthright. This vow is your declaration of freedom from the fearful old world. Walk forward as the sovereign and sacred being that you are. You have nothing to prove here. You are here to be your light. The activation is complete. The static is cleared. The signal is received. The frequency is locked in. Now all you do is radiate. Your peace is your power. Let your joy be your message. You are living proof that this transformation is real. The world is blessed to have you on this journey. Share this activation with anyone you feel called to reach. Every share strengthens the planetary field of coherence, creating a network of light and awakening others. Become a beacon by transmitting this message to others.